Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? What's the deal? What's happening? What's the vibe? Happy Monday. We are back once again with another episode of SR Daily. We are kicking off week 60 on this beautiful Monday, February 3rd. We are in February. We are in Black History Month. This is the first Monday in February, right? Um, but yeah, man, happy Monday. Once again, it is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. I am your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into episode 294 of SR Daily, episode 294 of SR Daily, kicking off week 60. 60 weeks in. Next week, we will be celebrating episode 300. 300 episodes of anything is incredible. It's an incredible feat. It's an incredible honor. 100 episodes is great. 200 episodes is great. But to keep going 300 episodes, even when it seems like things are not progressing, even when it seems like things are not growing, even when it seems like nobody cares, all right? You got to know that you care about your commitment and about doing what you said you're going to do until it gets where you feel it should be. And then you do it more. All right. And then you do it more. You don't stop. You don't stop because things are not going away. You know, they're not perfect. You don't stop doing a show because you don't always get the 1,000 views. You don't always get the 5,000 views. You don't always get, sometimes you get 10 views. Sometimes you get 20 views. You keep going. Why? Because it's something that you want to do. It's something that you are committed to, right? That is commitment. Commitment is not doing it only when it's progressing, only when people are watching, only when people are tuned in, only when it feels great. No, commitment is doing it even when nobody's there, right? You do it by yourself, right? But we are kicking off week 60, episode 294 of SR Daily. Once again, next Tuesday will be episode 300. Between today and tomorrow, we will be rolling out where we're doing the 300th episode, how many people can be in attendance, and how you, if you are available, right, you can get to the location. It will be here northeast somewhere, all right, because it may be in New Jersey, right? If I'm able to, make everything work, it should be in New Jersey, and I will let you guys know the address, who partnering with, who's sponsoring it, right? And all of that good stuff. So it's gonna be dope. Next Tuesday, episode 300, and we are going to get to the show. Please share this live with 5 to 10 of your people who may be interested in tuning in. All right, don't keep the show to yourself. Don't keep the good news to yourself. Keep going, Edwin. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will absolutely keep going. We are not stopping. All right. Episode 300. Then it's gonna be 400. Right. Maybe at episode 500 we'll stop. Probably not. Right. I'm just going to do more. Right. Not just more of this show. Again, I'm going to roll out. I just gotta sit down, commit to it, get the schedule, get the outline, and get it out there for the Sugar Ray Show. That's the talk show where I interview people. So real quick, for those who don't know, so SR Daily is a show where I talk, right? Personality meets alignment is my personality, sharing things that I'm interested in, things that I care about, things that I think you, the public, should be aware of, right? From words of the days, quotes of the days, phrases of the days, tips of the day, need to know news of the day, and a build of the day where I just talk about something that, I would like to build on with you guys. Every 100 episodes, we do a live studio audience. We do a live studio audience at a location and interview guests, right? We interview between 3 to 5 guests, right? We did it twice so far, obviously, 100 episode, 200th episode. First time, we interviewed 5 guests, did a popcorn interview style. One at a time, came up, answered 2 questions. Second time, we did a similar, right? Similar thing happened. This third one, episode 300, one thing that's going to be super dope, I'm going to work to roll out a game show. All right. So on Tuesday, I got an outline for the game show. I tested it out with my children. Right. I tested out a few different game shows with my children. They actually came up with their own one. All right. So I'm going to sit with it this week. And by the weekend, I'm going to structure it out and make the announcement. Friday show, that Tuesday will be the first game show, exactly what it will be, how you, the audience, can participate. That's going to be super dope. I'm really excited, right? But yeah, this is the show where just every 100 episodes I interview people. The Sugar Ray Show, that's all interviews, right? That's all interviews, and maybe a gem for me, right? Like of the day at the end or the beginning, something like that, right? But that's the show where I will interview people every episode there's interviews, right? So again, that's going to also be streamed, right? Streamed, and so yeah, let's get the show started, guys. Let's start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is our quote of the day. Today's quote is from a Black woman, right? We are in Black History Month. The quote is, "Whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us." This is Susan L. Taylor. Whatever we believe about ourselves and our, I think she's a Black woman. She should be a Black woman, all right? Because I'm like, whoa, hold on. Yeah, editor, writer. I'm like, yeah, I know that name. Whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us. This is a fact, right? Like, as a man thinketh, right? There's so many books and so much science on this. As your mind goes, your life goes, right? Because as your mind goes, right, like your feelings go. And as your feelings go is you go, right? You attract what you think, you attract what you feel, you attract what you are. So if you think yourself as lowly, if you think yourself as being poor, if you think of yourself as not being worthy, if you think that your history started with slavery, if you think that other people have power over you, if you think, however you think, you're going to live that out. That is going to actualize in your life. Your life will actualize and will realize and will materialize as that what you're thinking. If you think that you'll never freaking become a millionaire, if you think that you'll never move out of the home that you live in, if you think that you'll never get healthy, you'll never be able to change your diet and be healthy, if you think that you'll never be able to lose the weight that you want to lose, if you think that you'll never be able to gain the weight that you want to gain, if however you think, my brothers and my sisters, is how your life is going to go. This is a fact. This is the law of attraction. So why not think big? Why not think highly of yourself? Why not think that you can do anything? You say you are a child of God. You say you are a manifestation of God. You say you are one with God. You say you are one with the divine source. That's what you say. Yet you doubt every grand dream that you have, every vision that is set for yourself. That where you think this vision come from? This vision don't just come out of thin air. This vision come from source energy, beloveds. This vision come from God. That's where this energy comes from. That's where this vision comes from. So if you have the vision that you are either thicker or slimmer, right? Richer, if you are living in this environment, if you are driving this kind of car and married to this type of person, if you have that vision, why do you not think that it could happen for you? Where did that vision come from? It didn't materialize. It didn't come from you thinking, oh, what? No, it's planted in you from your conception. From your conception, and as you developed, your vision grew and it grew and it grew. But as Christ says, oh, ye of little faith. Have little faith. Where's your faith? Yet you say you have faith, but you don't even believe that the life that God got for you is for you. You don't even believe that. How you got faith? You can't even believe. You say you believe in a divine, but you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your brother or your sister. So yeah, whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us. So even as a whole, as Black people, if we continue to believe that we are our own worst enemy, if we continue to believe that we ain't worth this, if we continue to believe that our young people can't get it together, when there's way more young people doing way more good than it is young people who are hurting, who are in pain, who are freaking acting out in violence. They're acting out. Guy asked me a couple months ago, right, at a crazy dope event, right, with the United Nations. God asked me, he said, why are so many of our young people so angry? I said, because they've been grieving and they haven't been grieving. They've had so much trauma and they have grief that is unchecked. So they haven't been grieving. That's why they're so violent. If they were grieving, if they knew what grief was, guys, we ain't got to live in pain. We don't got to live in suffering forever. That doesn't have to be our reality. Whether here in America or anywhere throughout the diaspora, anywhere throughout the world. We don't have to live in suffering. We don't have to continue to accept that all there is suffering. The struggle continues. Life is a struggle. Life is a process. Life is a beautiful process. Life is a harmonious process. You watch it from winter to spring. You see the process. And then you see summer, constancy. So yeah, there's always going to be seasons and there's always going to be a winter. But every winter, everybody's not struggling. Some people struggled last winter, didn't struggle this winter. Why? They got a warmer coat. They got a bed, they got a home, they got a warmer environment, they got more food. Whatever, you didn't got to live the same way forever. We got to break that mindset, right? So whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us. Facts. A lot we don't got control over. It's a lot we don't have control over. We don't got, like, as individuals, we don't got immediate direct control over the chemtrails they spraying in the street, over the bull crap they putting in the food in the supermarkets. We don't have immediate. We can control not. We can choose not to eat it, right? We can put yes, but you don't have control over the thing happening. The one thing that each of us has full control over is what you choose to intentionally think. You don't even have control over every thought that pops into your mind, because telepathy is real and people shoot thoughts at you all the time. Or you go into an environment, you pick up on somebody's thoughts. You pick up on somebody's frequency. That's not your thought. Every thought you think ain't yours. However, every thought that you continue to build on, you feed energy into, that's yours. That's your responsibility. That's your doing. You allow that thought to grow, right? But let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Yo, Powwow, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother from Poland? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. We are on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live. And we are on Instagram Live. Please share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Let's go right along to our second segment of the day. Dope segment. Our Need to Know News segment. Today's news of the day is there are some new glasses, right? Tech is super dope. I love tech. There's some new glasses that have allowed a 10-year-old deaf girl, cannot hear, and has allowed her to see the words that's being spoken, captioned words. So somebody's deaf, they can't hear, they got to lip read. They got to read your lips, right? Read your lips, see what you're saying, right? Or sign language, right? But they have glasses now that allows you to see the caption words. Let's go and read this article. I love good news, man. Like, true story. I really love good news. Like, really, really, really. All right. This is from the Good News Network, goodnewsnetwork.org. 10-year-old deaf girl is blown away with new caption glasses that let her see spoken words. Incredible. This is the moment a deaf girl tried on a pair of high-tech $1,500 glasses, which allow her to see conversations in real time. Kendi Poole was born profoundly deaf due to malformations in her inner ears and has used American Sign Language to communicate since she was 6 months old. Her mother, Bree, first discovered these caption glasses on TikTok and knew they could be life-changing for her daughter. The glasses transcribe speech into words in real time and display them on the lenses. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to the woman found glasses on TikTok that can help her deaf daughter. Daughter's been deaf since she was born, right? Using ASL since she was 6 months old. Never been able to hear. I had to read lips, signs. But the mother went on TikTok, found glasses that would be life-changing for her daughter. Let's keep reading. She gave the glasses to Kendall as a surprise gift on her birthday. Kendall had no idea these even existed. So when she put them on and I started talking, she was completely shocked, said Bree. She was just blown away. She even cried a little because she couldn't believe she could see what I was saying right in front of her. The caption glasses developed by HearView connect via Bluetooth to an app that uses voice recognition technology to transcribe spoken words into a tiny screen embedded inside the lenses. Not only do they allow Kendall to follow conversations more easily, but they also help her practice speaking by testing whether her own words appear correctly on the screen. Freaking incredible. She can't hear herself speak, so she uses the glasses to check if she's pronouncing words right, said Bree. She'll say, "Mom, mom, mom," and wait to see if it pops up. When it does, she gets so excited. The 10-year-old is the only deaf person in her family and has sometimes struggled to understand why she is different. The glasses have already given Kendall a huge confidence boost, allowing her to take part in more social activities and communicate with people who don't know ASL. The glasses also store conversations in the app, meaning Kendall can review important discussions later as instructions from her teachers or doctors. Yo, that's incredible. Yo, I got to do some research on that. I didn't even know these things existed. I knew that at some point they only make sense, but I didn't. Yo. The glasses also store conversations in the app, meaning Kendall can review important discussions later as instructions from her teachers or parents. such as instructions. That's incredible. For so long, captions on TVs or devices have been inaccurate or lagging, making it hard for deaf people to fully experience what's being said, Bree told the English media outlet SWNS. But I tested these glasses myself, speaking fast, and tried different phrases, and they are incredibly accurate. This is a huge step for inclusion. These glasses provide full access to conversations in real time, and that is life-changing. Wow. Yo, that's incredible. Like for real. I'm super excited, super inspired. That's different, yo. Shout out to the creators of that. Peace and Sister Mecca, what's going on, girl? Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning in via Facebook Live. We are going to move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, our tip of the day. Today's tip is make intentional time to spend with family. Make intentional time. K Kenzo, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, today's tip of the day is to make intentional time to spend with family. A lot of times you live with somebody, but you don't spend no time. You spend accidental time where this person's watching a movie and they come in and say, oh, let me watch this with you. Or this person's doing something, they come in, but it's not planned. Planned time. Plan time. Carve it like, yo, we're gonna get together on this day, and this is what we're gonna do. Right? It could be coloring, it could be painting, it could be cooking and eating, it could be listening to music and dancing, it could be watching a movie, it could be going out, right? A night out, going skiing, going on a boat ride, going to walk through the city, taking a walk together, going to sit in the park together, right? Like super dope, super cool, super simple. It don't gotta be complex. But make time to spend with your family. You see, and family, not just blood related, right? So if you don't like a person and there's beef between you and the person, if you like, make time to try to work it out. If you can't work it out, if it can't be ironed out, then like, forget it. But family is not just those who are related by blood. Those are your relatives. Family are those who you choose to call family. Those who you like to be around, who you communicate with, who you have understanding and agreements, sometimes disagreements, but it's love and respect and honor. Right? It's love, respect, honor, support, and all of that good stuff, right? Like make time intentionally to spend with those people. Don't just let it happen by happenstance. Don't let so much time go by. Well, I can't even remember the last time me and my siblings hung out. I can't even remember the last time this happened. And again, it's things are real. Distance is the thing, right? Like if you live far away from your family, it may be harder, right? But like figure it out, right? Like I don't live close to my sisters, right? They live a few hours away, right? But like at least once a year, sometimes more than that, we try to get together, right? Like I'll go down there, they'll come up here, right? We'll try to make some time, right? But like even with that, I'm thinking about being even more intentional, right? With my brother in Chicago, right? Like, but again, don't feel obligated because someone is family, right? To spend time with them. Spend time with people and invest in relationships that you think will be beneficial, right? Or that are beneficial, right? That you're gonna go and not just be like, oh, and then it's you mad or upset or it's frustration, right? But like if you really value somebody, your family, your nephew, your niece, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your in-laws, right? Like you love these people, you value these people, your childhood friends, your college roommate, that make time. Yes, it's an investment, right? It may be just an investment in time if you live close, maybe an investment in money if you live far and you got to travel, right? But this way you analyze, like, okay, is this something I want to do? It could be phone, right? It could be setting intentional time to get on the phone, right? Like my aunt used to say, her and her friend had a time every, I think it was like Sunday night, 10 o'clock, they would get on the phone. She did it for like 20 years. They spoke more than that, but like every Sunday, this time, they would do their best to make the call, right? For like 2 decades. Incredible, right? So, let's say it could be a vision board party. Like it could be something inside, it could be something outside. It could be getting together to do nothing, right? But talk, right? But like get together with your family. And I'm inspired by yesterday, right? My lady do a birthday gathering for her son, right? Family came over, my mom, her family, her siblings and nieces and nephews, and right, like it was incredible. And like just watching it and just being a part of that, it's like, yo, this is what it's about. And I know that there's already obviously so many people doing it, But do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. If you do it already, figure out, can you do it more? Can you include more people in that? Can you expand that network, right? Can you introduce new circles? Can you introduce these friends who are like family to these friends who are like family? Can you bring them together? Right? Is that possible? Right? Family is the most important thing, right? And again, not just who you're related to by blood, but who will support you when you can't walk and you stuck in the hospital, or who will help you when you down and you behind on your rent, who you can depend on, right? Lean on to help you, whether it's help you, either give you money, figure out how to help you make money, or if you lose your spot, you can stay there on their couch or they got an extra room, right? Family is extremely important, extremely important, extremely important, and making intentional time to spend with the people you love is golden. All right. So that is our tip of the day. And with that, we're going to move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. Hold on one second. Fourth segment is our build of the day. And I just want to write something real quick. I forgot to pull it up before. All right, I forgot to pull it up before. Right. But so yeah, today's fourth segment, our build of the day, to Angie Williams, Norma Felder, Mona Love. What's going on to other there's people you sharing it with or tagging. Thank you so much for the love, Sister Mecca. Thank you so much for the love. You are see you tagging a bunch of people. Mona Love, happy magical Monday, my love. Happy magical Monday. Peace and love. Thank you so much, sister. Do your thing, bro. I promise you I am going to strive to continue. All right, we about to get this business off the ground, and we're going to do bigger things going forward, right? But let us read this fourth final segment, Black History Month. The importance of Black people throughout the history of America and the world. Like, we say it, all right, a lot of us say it jokingly, like we're the most important people. And we don't really understand what that means. It means that every single other group of people, more or less, has built or are building their culture, their reality, their world out of our example, out of our knowledge, our wisdom, our understanding, our intelligence, our creativity, our efforts, our energy, ours, respectfully. Black man, Black woman are the original of the planet. Everyone else comes after. So we set the precedent. So the importance of Black people throughout the history of America, and the word said America, Black history is American history. American history. Black history is American history. Part of it. Right? Obviously, America, you got some European history, you got a bunch of other things, but Black history is American history. Right? Black people, right? Native Americans, indigenous Americans are our people, right? We are the same people. And so this is our land. Right? This is our land, right? So like we got Black History Month. We are in Black History Month now. Like, what is the importance? What's the importance of Black History Month? Like, number one, we know that like we are always eternal, right? Like we know that we can celebrate our nephew, El Jefe Tay, what's going on, player? What's going on, nephew? What's going on? We know that we celebrate ourselves all the time. We acknowledge our history. We acknowledge our greatness. We don't wait to a certain time to acknowledge different leaders, different, greats, different legends that, contributed to society, contribute to the world, lifted up our people. We don't wait certain times. We do that regularly. Those who this is what we do, this is what we do. All right. But then there's some people who they need to be reminded. Life gets a little crazy. They might not really care. All right. They might not really be into their culture like they say they is. All right. And so they got to be prompted by a month, right? So let's read. The purpose of Black History Month is to highlight and celebrate the contributions and achievements of African Americans throughout history, focusing attention on often overlooked aspects of Black culture and experiences, while also educating people about the struggles and triumphs of Black communities in the United States and beyond. Essentially, it serves as a dedicated time to recognize and honor Black history. Originator Carter G. Woodson, considered as the father of Black history, he initiated the concept of a dedicated time to study Black history, obviously February, and the primary goal was to educate people about the significant roles Black individuals have played in society, right? Black History Month acknowledges contributions from all periods of Black history, from enslaved people to contemporary African Americans and contemporary present now, right? 100% important to acknowledge your ancestors, 100% important to show reverence to those who came before you, right? Those who endured struggles that you may never know, those who endured a sense of community, those who were before you, right? Life was different in so many different ways, positively and negatively. Life was just always going to be different from one generation to the next, right? Whether there's subtle differences, the more time, sometimes the more major the difference, right? But it's positive, then there's negatives, right? It's good, and then there's stuff that's not so good, that's bad, that's evil, that's hateful, right? It's definitely there. And so not just remembering those people from 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, but we as Black people need to now start acknowledging our greats today. We got many greats among us, right? Many greats among us. They're not all super famous. Some are not famous at all, but they're doing incredible work. They should be acknowledged. How people get famous is about people propping them up. How people get more notoriety, right? More attention is about people propping them up. If you know somebody that is great, if you know somebody that is dope, if you know somebody that is lit, right? A Black person, brother or sister, younger or older, pull them up, lift them up, post their picture online, write about them. I'm doing a series this month, right? Like I got a lot of work to do today on it, right? So I'm sending out these interviews. I got a couple people interested in these interviews, right? Black Legacy, the interview series, part 1, The Black Man Can, right? Super dope, super excited. I'll actually probably make a video announcement about it today. All right, lot to do. But highlight, acknowledge the greats of today, acknowledge the people who are doing work today, right? Like show reverence for today. We get so enamored by the past. We get so caught up in, oh, this person did this. What would this person do today? What are you doing today? Only ask that if you're really gonna like think, what would that person do today? How would they think? Take that and put that into action. Because other than that, what we doing? Like people are dead. Cool, right? Like remember them. But what are you doing today? How are you using their legacy to make your life better? Are you just really talking about their legacy? Are you just you're gonna talk all day about Malcolm X? You're gonna talk all day about Dr. King? You're gonna talk about Harriet. You're gonna just talk about them? And again, that's cool. It's part of the education, right? Talk about them. Yes. But are you taking any of their practices? Are you taking any of what they said and putting it into practice? Are you doing any of that? If not, then we got work to do, right? But yeah, that's our build of the day, guys, right? It is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. And in that light, let me shout out my love right now. Mona Love doing incredible things. She's an educator, she's an entrepreneur, health teacher, health coach, so many things, right? Entrepreneurship coach, right? Like leading her high schoolers, doing incredible things, has done some incredible things, right? Absolutely incredible, right? Sister Mecca, like freaking resilience, like commitment to perseverance, absolutely incredible, right? Sometimes also when we think about honoring Black people, we think they got to do this grand thing. No, sometimes surviving is enough. Surviving is enough to be acknowledged. Like, yo, I know you went. I can imagine what you experienced or experience what you experienced and not freaking went the other way, right? Like, whoo. So like, give flowers, salute greatness, salute people, our people who exhibit resilience, perseverance, faith, right? Sister, I told you, you nothing but love, honor, respect, right? Like sometimes surviving is enough. Waking up with a sound mind and some kind of peace and love in your heart, that's enough, right? That's enough. That's enough, right? Like continuing to be positive, continuing to not, right, like kill yourself or kill others sometimes is enough. Just continuing to live, to continue to eat, sleeping, right? That's enough. That is enough. But guys, that's the show, right? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Episode 294 of SR Daily, kicking off this Monday, February 3rd, 2025, kicking off week 60 here on SR Daily tomorrow. Please join us same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live on the phone. We are just 6 episodes away from episode 300. Next milestone episode. I'm actually sending the email as soon as this is done to confirm next week's location, time. I will get the flyer done, put the information out there as soon as it is available. But I'm really excited. I'm really grateful, guys. Right, episode 294 in the books. Week 60 is underway. Join us tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here. Right. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. I love you guys. And thank you for all you do for our community. You are an inspiration. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you. Peace and love. Holla at you guys.